So what we'll be learning today, we'll be learning about Cloudformation. What we have done our previous classes, we made lot of admin work, right? We created instances, volumes, we update the tags, and we did even create a lot of services, a lot of AWS services based on our requirements, right? And we did even use Ansible to automate entire EC2 and updated tags for resources and everything. But in this class, what we'll be doing today, we will be using CloudFormation Stack to create an EC2 instance. It's the same thing. We've done the same thing with Ansible. Ansible is a Red Hat's products, and the CloudFormation Stack is the AWS product. With Ansible, you can provision any cloud services. You can provision AWS, Azure, Oracle Cloud. You can even provision on-prem services as well. With the CloudFormation, you will be able to only provision AWS services since it's AWS product, and CloudFormation is the AWS product that will let you to configure your infrastructure with one single script actually if you want to, and you can create a multiple stacks, and it's called a stack. When you try to create your infrastructure means that AWS infrastructure, that the infrastructure that we are trying to create for application deployment, right? That is the infrastructure you can create using any automation scripts. Basically, infrastructure as a code, IaaC, infrastructure as a code. That's what it seems like. So the CloudFormation stack is a IaaC. It's an AWS product. Okay, and we can create a sample CloudFormation stack first. Then I will explain what goes into the CloudFormation stack. Okay, so what I will do, I can go to the CloudFormation stack in the services, just to go here and create a CloudFormation. Just go back to CloudFormation service, right? And click on the CloudFormation and create a stack. And once you have that script ready, you can use the template is ready, and you can upload your template from your computer, or you can store the template in S3 bucket and you can upload it from there as well. All you need to do is just provide S3 bucket URL, and that's it. And it's gonna grab the script from there and it's gonna run it. Okay, what I will do for now, I will use let's create template in Designer. Okay, create a template in Designer. Okay, so what we can create today, let's create EC2, right? Let's create an EC2 instance and let's see. And let's go to EC2, and we'll be creating, actually, you know what, let me grab this. These are all CloudFormation template modules. You can call them as a modules. For example, if I click on that instance, right? Let's go grab this instance here. And this can give me the type. You see this type? This is the module you should define inside a CloudFormation stack. This type, same way, EC2 module in Ansible, this type, this here, people call this as type. If I do YAML, right, instead of JSON, you see that this is very simple. And if I do template, you see that. So this is a template version, and this is simple like that. This is in Designer, basically just to get you an idea like what it is, like how it looks like and everything. But what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you a sample template today, and I'll explain what goes into that sample template. Okay. And let me go and close this one out. And I will use the sample template actually. Actually, let me go back and let's try to, yeah, okay, I'll use a sample template for now. And let's see. And I'll use a sample LAMP stack that can create a Linux machine, which is EC2 instance, and Apache, it will install Apache, and MySQL as a database, and a PHP for front end. Okay, that's simple. If I do view in designer, right, that can give me complete CloudFormation stack. You see that? Let me go ahead and YAML. I can go copy this and I'll open Visual Studio Code Editor. I'll explain it to you guys what exactly it does. Okay. And open a new file. Open a new file. Actually, I'm gonna paste it. Okay. I'm gonna do. Okay. I'll just save it. Save as YAML file. I'll just save it as a YAML file. Cloudformation LAMP, or I can call simply LAMP stack .yaml. That's a YAML. Okay, where CloudFormation stack. That's fine. Now the color will be changed. Do you see that? Now let's see what goes into this CloudFormation stack first. What exactly goes into this CloudFormation stack? What are the components of CloudFormation stack? Okay, and the first thing is just a simple template version. Okay, that will tell you like this is by default value. The template version is 2010-99. That's a default value. If they change the version, and you will have to update that version. That's it. The first thing is the template version. This description is a short description about what this template does. What this template does actually. It's up to you. And I can just simply write. It's just a description, right? I can write simple. This template create say LAMP stack. That's it. That's it. That's all I will write. The second thing is description, what this template does basically. And the next thing is parameters. So this template will create a LAMP stack. That means this will create a Linux machine, right? Linux machine is Amazon Linux, for example. In order to create EC2 instance with Amazon Linux, you are going to need a key pair and all that kind of stuff, right? Don't we provide key pair and all those details when we create an instance, Linux instance? We do provide all of them, right? As the same way, we need to provide all these parameters in the parameter section. In the parameter section. Okay? These are all parameters that goes into that template basically. When, let's say, for example, if I create an instance, right? For example, let's go back to EC2. EC2. If I create an instance, I would have to provide instance type, instance details, all that kind of stuff, right? But I'm not selecting from console. I'm not selecting from this console actually. I'm running the script from S3 bucket or somewhere else. So all those details should go through that script. Even if you don't have, let's say, for example, you don't want to hard code your keep your name in that script, because everybody who will have access to that S3 bucket, they can go and see your keep your name. For example, let's say you don't want that. So what you can do, you can just variabilize that specific keeper, and you can provide that keeper name when you apply that stack. We will see that in a minute actually. Okay, and these are all the parameters for this stack. You see that you are creating MySQL database, MySQL database name. If you don't provide, it's a my database name. Okay, and the database password, and these are all database based variables, and you will be providing all those details inside this parameter section. The first section we will have in a CloudFormation stack is template format version. Basically, that's the first step. Then if you want to provide some description, like brief description what this template does, you can provide that description as well. And you can provide this parameter section on the top or bottom. It's up to you. Okay, parameters means we will be providing the launch configuration parameters, right? What security group, what instance type, and what is the name of that instance, and what is the key pair of that instance. And even security group, you can configure inbound rules and outbound rules. All that kind of stuff you can provide in this parameter section. Okay, you see that this is a key name and short description about key name. This is a type. Let's say, for example, you don't know some CloudFormation type, right? For example, in Ansible, what you will do, you can go grab a module from their documentation, right? Let's say, for example, you want to create an ECS, right? Elastic Container Service, right? And you don't know the type. You don't know that ECS type or whatever. What I would do, I can simply go here. Okay, I can simply go here, just to look for the type, actually, that ECS type, right? How it's everything is there. All you need to know just how to get it. That's all you need to know. Okay, and for example, let's go back there and go to ECS, that we are talking about ECS, right? You don't know the type of ECS. So, okay, so what ECS, you want to create a cluster? Let's go ahead and create a cluster. This is the ECS. You see the type, AWS ECS cluster. If I look at JSON, if I look at YAML, and this is the, if I click on this, this is the type or whatever. You see that? What is the type? CloudFormation Designer, this is the type actually. ECS, something like that. Okay, well, let's go back to our script actually. So you need to provide the type, and if you can provide the default value, let's say, for example, you are going to provide that value when you create this tag. Let's say it's okay, something is not sensitive, I can just provide it here. And what I will do, let's say I can say something like a default, right? IAM user, something like that. If I don't provide any key pair name, right? By default, it will take IAM user name as a key pair name actually. Okay, like that. Parameters will be defined in a CloudFormation stack like that. Are you guys with me? You don't have to say yes, but just type Y if you are okay, if you understood. Just type Y on the chart. Okay. So yeah, that's fine. That is good. If you don't understand, just stop me right there, okay? And you would have to choose like an instance type, right? Let's say I have these many instance types. I don't want to hard code single value, or you can choose these many instance type, and you will see where you can select one of these when you apply this tag, and it will be a drop down list, but these are all allowed values. Drop down list, and you can choose that instance type that you want. Let's say I can remove this t2.micro from here. Let's say I can remove this t2.nano from here, right? For example, let's say, and I'll try to apply this tag, but I won't be able to see the t2.nano there because it's not allowed for me. This is the stack that I'm using, but it's not allowed for me. Are you guys with me? Okay. So that is this is the parameter section, SSH location, and this is like a AMI types basically. What is this hypervisor or like a, AMI types basically. It's a, you see that m1.extra large. These are all instance types basically. Okay. And next, choose the AMI. If you are launching, if you are applying, if you are creating this stack in a specific region, and AWS have a default AMIs, but in your case, let's say you are working for an organization, they do have their own AMIs, right? And they do have their own AMIs, and they would want to use their AMI. What you will do, you can remove all these things, and let's say, for example, you are using only US:1 or US:2, right? You can have only that, like US:1 or 2. Right now, I'm using only US:1. Yes, I can leave US:1 and 2, and I don't need this. So what I will do, I don't need that because I'm not launching that. I'm talking about your company's scenario, use case scenario, for example. Okay, just remove all of that. Whatever you don't need, just remove that. I'm going to use only these AMIs, right? And I'm going to use US:1 or 2. So I'll be able to create this stack only. This one, right? lamstack.yaml. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, only in these two regions. So this AMIs will pop up. This AMIs will pop up. So I will choose that AMI to create an instance. You see that this type is creating an instance. In the resource section, actual operation will be happening in the resource section, basically. The resource section will create resources. So you have a version, right? Just defines what version of template is this. Okay. Then you will have a description, little bit about the Cloudformation stack for end user. Let's say you wrote this Cloudformation stack and you want to explain it to your customer, whatever the company that you're working for, and they would look at like, okay, small description. They don't have to understand the parameters. They don't have to understand everything. They don't have to, right? That's why they hire you. And you just provide like a small description about this template. Even this template, if you provide small description, your co-developer will get, okay, this is a Cloudformation stack to do this, for example, something like that. Then you will provide all your parameters for your infrastructure in your parameter section. Then you will be creating resources, actual resources. You see that this is the place where actual resources will be creating. Okay, actual resources will be creating. You see this in this type. What's happening there? This is creating an EC2 instance. When it is creating an EC2 instance, automatically it will be installing these packages. You see that MySQL package, or MySQL server, MySQL libs, HTTPD, PHP, whatever. Okay, just adding some content to this file, actually. This index.php file, adding this content to that file. Okay, for example, I'm just trying to explain how this Cloudformation stack works, not about this front end or whatever, not about this installation or whatever. Okay, but just it's very simple and straightforward. In the resource section, you will be creating all necessary resources. Right now, I'm creating an EC2 instance and I'm installing necessary packages to that instance, right? And what else I'm creating? Am I creating anything other than an EC2? No, not really. I'm not creating anything because, okay, I'm creating security group as well. You see that? This is the type. I'm creating security group so that this security group right now will allow what traffic this security group will allow. Can someone help me?
SSH and HTTP.
Exactly. This will allow traffic from port 80 when we open that instance in the website, right? And this will allow SSH connection. This instance will allow because this instance will be placed in the security group, right? Are you guys with me? I'll take that as a yes. Okay. So this instance will be placed in the security group. And let's go ahead and create this stack actually. Let me go ahead and save it first. Okay. I want to save and I just make sure lampstack.yaml, but I need to make sure where this CloudFormation stack is right now. So where is it? It's in desktop CloudFormation stacks. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fair enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my AWS and I'm going to go to CloudFormation stack. I'm going to go to CloudFormation stack. Okay. And I'm going to create a CloudFormation stack. And I'm going to upload that file. Okay. So this time template is ready, right? Uploading that file from local computer, correct? And choose the file. And this is in CloudFormation stacks and the lampstack.yaml. Let's go ahead and select that one. Okay. Just choose next. Okay. There are some invalid parameter property default. Okay. There is something called a default invalid parameter property default. Okay. Default. Okay. Let's copy this. Let's go to our stack. You know why this failed actually? Can someone help me why this failed? We have default here, but this is complaining about this, right? Can someone help me what went wrong there?
We need to have an IAM user with CloudFormation permissions. Maybe not.
No. If you look at that, right? If you look at that, what exactly it is? You see that? So these first letters of all these parameter types are capital letters.
Yeah, that's case sensitive.
Yes, that is case sensitive. That's what it is saying basically. So let me go ahead and save that one. That's a case sensitive. So let me go ahead and save it. And let me go ahead and create again. Upload a file, choose a lampstack and lampstack.yaml. Right? And hopefully, okay, let's hit the next. Now this time it went through. Provide the stack name, whatever the stack name. Okay. I will provide let's say stack Let me provide stack. Something like that. No, let me provide some valid stack actually. Okay, whatever. Okay. You see that whatever the values that I have mentioned in default, right? You see that default. Okay, if you don't have any of your input, this CloudFormation stack will take this as a default value. But if you do have your own database name and you can provide the database name here, what it will do, this default value will be replaced with a value that you are providing there. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. And we need to provide that whatever the password. They did not mention any password. There is no default password because we don't provide any sensitive data in the code, right? We don't provide any sensitive data, not even access keys, secret keys, whatever. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to provide some password name and I'm going to use the same password name for everything. And I'm going to provide, okay. You see that instance type, you can see bunch of values, but you cannot see t2.nano. You see that there is no t2.nano. Because I removed it, I removed from here. Let's say you have a requirement, hey, we need a CloudFormation stack, but I want that stack will allow, that stack should allow a specific instance types, right? What you can do, you can provide this instance type parameter before you provision your resource. Right? Instance type parameter, and you will provide that allowed values only. Let's say you have only 3 values allowed, 4 values allowed, and you will be providing only those allowed values basically. And let's go here. I'll just choose t2.micro, right? That's a free tier eligible. And this is a keep your name and SSH location. That's fine. Everything fine for me. Okay. So what I'm going to do, if you
So
need
Vishnu, you gave the password, right? For database password you provided,
yeah, this
right?
is the database password. Yes. If you go back to our script, right, this will provision MySQL database as well. If you look at that,
Database.
yeah, if you look at that instance creation, right, you see that. So when this will create an instance, this will install all these prerequisites. We use yum as a package manager, right? Yum install Apache, which is HTTPD. Yum install MySQL, MySQL Server, MySQL Libs, HTTPD, PHP, MySQL. Okay, this install will install all these things when it will create this instance. At the same time, it's gonna install all these packages.
So that's why we are providing password.
No. The password, let's say you have your database now, right? For example, let's say you have your database and you need to log into your database, for example, to see the data. Somebody front-end application, this is a web application, front-end application. That means, for example, let's say, for example, macy's.com, right? Macy's.com. This macy's.com running on Apache. This macy's.com, for example, running on Apache. Okay. And when you provide your username and a password, okay, this web application, this Apache web application should talk to your database to verify that username and a password, whether this username and a password is correct or wrong. Let's say, for example, you want to log into database to verify the XYZ details, you should have a password, right? Username and a password to log into the database.
Yes.
The reason we did provide that password for that.
Password.
There is no default value for that. Means they don't want everybody should have a same value. Basically, everybody can have their own password. Whoever is using this stack, they should have their own password for their database. Does that make sense?
Yes, Vishnu.
Okay. So we're not gonna just follow, but we are gonna make some changes actually. And let's see what changes that we are gonna make. We are gonna change some content, for example. What content we need to change? That's okay, don't worry about it. You see that? Welcome to Cloudformation PHP. Let me go ahead and change it. Okay, that's fair enough. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna reapply the stack actually, because something changed, right? Let me go ahead and create that stack again. And template is ready. I'm gonna upload the file. Let me go ahead and upload the file. Are you guys following me?
Yes, Vishnu.
Okay. And I'm gonna leave that as whatever password. Okay. And provide something like this. I'm gonna provide username. Okay. I will choose t2.micro. And this is a key pair. For that instance is fine. And SSH location, okay. That means I can log into the system from any computer, any IP address. That's what it means. If I do specify IP range, then only the systems that are in that IP range will be able to log into this new EC2 instance. But if you have this 000/0, you can log in from any computer, but it doesn't mean you can get permissions, right? You should have that key pair in order to connect, right? Are you guys with me? So I'll check name, just add a tag, okay? And I will add a dev, whatever dev is fine, that's fine. And let's go ahead and, okay, these are all values. Okay, I'll just create a stack. There's something went wrong. Must contains only alphanumeric characters. Okay, okay, fair enough. Can someone tell me what is the issue actually?
So password alphanumeric characters.
Password should be mixed of alphabets
Mixed of
and
alphanumeric alphabets
numbers.
and numbers.
Okay, great. So I gave a different pattern password. So what I will give this time, I'll give okay. And I'll choose t2.micro, and I can leave those details like that. And I can go ahead and create the stack. Okay, so this is creating a Cloudformation stack. What I will do next time, in the next 2 minutes or 5 minutes, I'm going to use Ansible to create a Cloudformation stack for me. Okay, so what I will do, I can go ahead and go ahead and, so I don't lose any data if I use set paste, and if I paste it, I don't lose any data. This is completely fine. Now I have lamp stack LAMP stack file, right? What I will do, I'll write an Ansible playbook to create a LAMP stack for me. And I can even provide the parameters inside this Ansible playbook actually. So what parameters that we had to provide from the console, and we are going to do it here actually. Let's go there. Okay. Security group is ready, still creating EC2 instance. Okay. Meantime, what I will do, I can go to Cloudformation module. Okay. I can go ahead and grab can just go ahead and grab this. Okay. cfn.yml. Let me go ahead and host. I'm gonna run on localhost and tasks. I'm gonna use this. Create a CloudFormation stack, right? So what I will do, I'll just fix this indentation first and template parameters, and this parameter should go inside actually. What were the parameters? These are the template parameters, and this is an extra tag that the script is trying to add. Okay, and what I will do, I'll save this one first, but I don't have to quit it. I can go here. What are the template parameters that we are trying to add? DB user, right? DB name, DB user, whatever the parameters that has default value, that's okay. I don't have to change anything. But this DB user, there is no default value. So I would have to provide this DB user, right? That's what we did, right? When we select from the console. So I can go here and go here, just go to insert mode, template parameters. What is the template parameter? DB user is a template parameter. That's fine. And the next template is, what is the next template? And next template is DB password. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let me go ahead and provide some DB password because I'm going to terminate this instance right away. Okay, DB password. Okay, and instance type, I'm going to choose T2.micro. And what is the next DB root password, something like that, right? Let's go ahead and grab DB root password. DB root password, and I would use the same thing. Right, and I don't have any cluster size or whatever. Does this Ansible playbook is gonna pass? If not, can someone tell me why it won't pass actually?
We have to check the region as well, right? Whether we are in correct region.
Okay, let's go ahead and check
And
that.
DB username is J Martin. That's not right.
No, you are providing the username, right? For example,
Mhm.
you providing the username actually. So
Oh,
it can be anything. Okay, let's check the region. It's in Northern Virginia. So Northern Virginia is US East 1. We are in the right region.
okay.
I want you to guys tell me, including indentation issues as well. Is there anything that should change here? First thing is this tax
Mm-hmm.
that should go under,
Name.
okay, and this tag name should go here. Then
Okay.
actually, you know what? This tag should go here actually, not there, my bad. Okay, then this this should go here. And our template file is, where is our template file? You see that this guy provided complete path, but our template file is in the same location as the playbook keys, right? Let's go ahead and just, if I do ls, you see that cfn and the stack is same location. And if it is something like, let's say mkdir files and the cp lamp stack to files, then I would provide the path of the template, right? But in this case, I don't have to do that. All I have to do just provide the stack name. That's it, right? Let me go ahead and copy. Are you guys with me? Shubhada, are you getting me? You can type yes if you are getting me. So that was the main reason behind we should switch like a folders and copy files and all that kind of stuff. We did it very well actually. So now let's go ahead and check whether this is going to work. We'll find out. And let me go ahead and first verify this actually. Let's go to our EC2 instance. EC2. Okay. Go to running instances. It's a two running instances. One is I'm using as a controller, and the second one is, let's go here. This is the instance that just got created. Let me go grab this IP or DNS and open http :// welcome to VCID solutions. We did it, right? What I'm going to do, are you guys with me? You guys can stop me if you need any help. Okay? What I will do,
But why we use the Ansible scripts, Vishnu, here?
uh, you can even automate. Let's say, for example, let me get there. Let me terminate this instance actually. Okay. Let's terminate this. The reason I used it, I'm going to use it. I haven't used it yet, but I'm going to use it. Let's say, for example, you want to create a Cloudformation stack, okay, from Jenkins, or you have your Cloudformation stack in GitHub and you want to create it. You don't, once you create Cloudformation stack, then you want to build a Maven artifacts and you want to deploy that Maven artifacts. But where I don't see a place where you are logging into your AWS Management Console and creating that Cloudformation stack. Basically, you don't log in to AWS because you will be providing all those stages in the Jenkins. One stage is creating a Cloudformation stack, which will create your EC2s, whatever. And the second stage is build Maven artifacts. And the third stage is deploy Maven artifacts. But there is no place that you are logging into the cloud for logging into AWS and apply CloudFormation stack, right? Now, how I can do that? Right? How I can create a CloudFormation stack without logging into AWS Management Console? Okay. You can do using CLI command. You can simply write in the shell. When you go to execute shell in the Jenkins, you can write simply CLI command and provide a CloudFormation stack. Right? The other way is you can simply write an Ansible playbook like this. Are you guys with me? I'm not going to log into any AWS. I'm going to create everything from here actually. Okay, something is wrong. Now let's see. You know why? Can someone help me why this failed actually?
Maybe you have to install Protocol.
Okay, can someone, okay, read it, completely read it. What is the issue?
Unable to locate the credentials.
Yeah, because remember the access key secret key that we did configure. I don't think they do exist in this account, but let's go ahead and verify. Okay. Whenever you see no credentials found, that means I'm 100% sure if it is Ansible, that's access key secret key. Okay. And let's go ahead and verify whether that user exists or not. Okay, this user exists. Okay, let's go ahead and let's go to user groups, or let's go to user group and let's check the permissions. Only EC2 full access and S3 full access, but this guy doesn't even have access to create a CloudFormation stack, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add him to CloudFormation. AWS CloudFormation full access, right? I'm gonna add CloudFormation stack full access. Now let's go ahead and apply the stack again. Okay, let's see why. There is no secrets on this mission actually. Let's go grab access key secret key for this guy. Okay, let's go to this user. Let's go to easy to user. Let's go to easy to user. Then what we need to do?
Security credentials.
Yes, you're right. Generate. Oh, this is active. I'll make it active actually. Yeah, I would just deactivate it. And I will deactivate this. And what I will do, I will generate a new access key, secret key. Okay, generate new credentials. What I will do I have to, okay, download credentials? It's fine. Where is the access key secret key? Let me go ahead and create access key secret key. Okay, let me go here. Maybe we can find that access key secret key there. the action. Let's go to action. Why this guy? Okay. That gave us only username and a password. I don't see why I'm not getting access key secret key. Okay, access key secret key. Make active. Okay, now let's go ahead and generate credentials now. Let's go ahead and generate credentials.
Vishnu, is this something we need to take the secret key and access it from the user group?
Okay, let's try that. Let's go to user group. And if you click on that user group and you don't see any access key secret key, right? But what I will do, I will use role ARN as well. Let's go to our AWS documentation. Okay. You see that role ARN somewhere else? You see that role ARN? I would use that role ARN actually. So let's go to my Ansible playbook. You know what? I can add a simple user and I can use that access key secret key, right? And I will add a user. I can call CFN user, that means Cloudformation stack user, CFN user, and I can provide access keys, secret keys, and I can just do custom password. Right, I can do just custom password, and I'll add this guy to the same group so that he will get the same permissions, and I can create a user. Okay, so when I do create that user, I can just copy that access key from there. So just paste it, and I can go ahead and copy this secret key, then just paste it. And I would configure assist1 by default. If you configure something and you provide something in the script, right, this value will be replaced the value within the script actually. Okay, now let's go ahead and run this playbook again. So this will take some time because it's going to create a CloudFormation stack and install all that stuff like a MySQL, HTTPD, whatever stuff that is supposed to be installed, right? And we'll verify that very soon here. Let's go to our AWS and let's go to our EC2. Let's go to instances. Which one is you see that this is initializing, right? Maybe this is the one. Let's go there. Let's try to open this. Maybe that this is available or not, but that's okay. We can try. You can't lose anything if you just try. Let's try. It's not ready yet. It's still initializing. So you cannot able to SSH into that box because it's not ready yet. And you don't even access that through website as HTTP. But what I can do, I can just refresh it one more time, refresh it one more time, refresh it one more time. And I will go here. Okay, it says successful. This is a website URL. This is even me website URL. Sorry, I forgot. This is a have done all these things using Ansible user, not Ansible user. using easy to user. You guys didn't remind me, but that's okay. Okay, let me go here. Still initializing. Okay, that's not bad. You see that? Welcome to VCIT Solutions. We deployed our first PHP application using Ansible and a Cloudformation. We did use a combination. Good stuff. Okay.